What did I tell her?
I don't know what you told her. Oh, it's just random conversations again. Bits and pieces. Wah! How are we doing here?
Flissa wants to know if you have anything that can make tavern food taste a little more exotic.
If I had something with that kind of power, I'd be retired and living like Empress Celine.
You sell weapons. Why would you have anything that changes the taste of food? Whoa, 61 out of 60. All right, hold on. I gotta do some inventory management here. Boom. Oh, beautiful. I got some people looking like what they used to look like again. Because I guess the armor, a lot of it is just different color variations. Yeah, this is what Cassandra was wearing before, right? So that's kind of cool. And this is, yeah, different color for Sarah's default thing. I only remember she had the yellow pants. And then, ooh, look at the hood I gave Dorian. He looks like he's from Assassin's Creed. Can't even see Blackwall's face. I can't take off the horns from Vivian, okay? That's just so iconic. Now Solus is the cowboy. Okay. Well, I mean, we can't see the helmets anyway. In normal day-to-day life, so I guess that's fine. Let's move on.
If you get thirsty later, come by the bar. I'll make sure Flissa treats you right.
My dear.
To serve man, and never to rule
Okay.
over him.
How are you guys
Foul
doing?
and corrupt are they who have
There's a
his
random
gift
Chantry
and
person
turned
here.
it against his children. They shall be named
Hey, Krem.
Malefica.
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
The Templars have holed up in Theronfall Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
Okay.
Can we talk about the Bull's chargers?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees.
Oh.
We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Magic trees.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans.
Yes.
That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Squirrels? He doesn't elaborate further. That's it.
Do the chargers specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the chief goes wherever he can hit something.
Where are your people? I don't even see them. I only see you and Iron Bull here.
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
But do people really follow all this, though?
We'll talk later.
Oh, that unlocked an operation. Well, thank you, Krem, I guess. That's it. Hey, Iron Bull. How you doing? We gotta zoom out a little bit more for this one.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
If you're worried about magic, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
Oh.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
And Kunari Mages is not... I'm guessing even Iron Bull doesn't know too much about the whole concept of Kunari Mages.
What can I do for you?
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
So he really wouldn't know too much about magic at all. How are you doing, Master Dennett?
All's well.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Haven is groaning under the weight. It wasn't built for this.
Okay.
But we'll make it serve.
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things.
All right.
And that's how I like it.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
You can visit your wife back in Hinterlands, by the way. I kind of feel bad I pulled you away. How are you two doing? You're out of dialogue already? No! Okay, I want a less scary looking horse. Is that cool? A Sarash. Used by the Kunari military.
That'll do fine.
That just looks like some battle horse. Wait, they're not even seeing. The eyes are covered. How are you guys doing?
Alloys that may prove more effective against demons.
Oh, does she? Well, we'll take anything that gives our blades a bit more bite. You mages aren't half bad.
I am no longer a mage.
Even better.
She's a tranquil. We picked up a Bianca upgrade, so at the very minimum we can do that here. Yeah, we've got some. Oh, I got a new staff, by the way. I don't know where was it the one that Alexius dropped? I have no idea. Anyway, it's a little bit better than what I have right now, but can I add a staff grip or something to it? Yes. Thanks. And then the rest of this stuff. Bleeder of Souls. I kept this because it looks so crazy. Actually, I didn't know how that looked until now. But it was a purple thingy. But I don't have a dagger rogue. So I just have it. But will we get a dagger rogue later on? I imagine we have to, right? Maybe.
Looks
hopefully.
fine.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. That was an accident. Accidents happen, right? We all good? Oh, I have to switch. Okay, alright, hold up. No upgrades available. I gotta make the upgrade and all that, right? People are too far apart. I want this guy to be next to Segret, or Segret can move over here. Something like that. I gotta have everything just all in one place, please. We want to upgrade. Oh, Dorian's still wearing his default stuff, so I'm probably not going to upgrade it because we're going to get better stuff later on pretty quickly. Okay, we're fine, we're fine.
You need something? Let me know.
How ya doing? Blackwall?
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
A lot of people were caught in the crossfire.
Yes?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
You already know what I think of your forces.
What do you think of
I'm
Dorian?
not sure what else there is to say.
Oh, here we go again.
You must have some...
Have you seen the stories Varric's been writing? His description...
You must have...
Don't play Diamondback with Solus. You've been warned. Taught him the game last night. He turned around and beat me at it. Lost everything. Had to walk back to my quarters with only a bucket for my bits.
That would have been a sight to see.
You must have...
Have you seen the stories Varric's been writing?
You must...
I fear for Cassandra sometimes, the way she throws herself into battle. I've never known a warrior like her.
She's fierce. Finally, we got Cassandra. She's here.
You must have some...
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what
we
she
get a Dorian one?
You must...
Sarah doesn't know who she is or...
You must have...
Dorian? He's arrogant. He preens himself. But you already know that. He doesn't even hide it.
But he's the charming kind of arrogant.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
He's not like Vivienne, who is kind of like that, but without a lot of the tact. Well, it's not that she's tactless. She just doesn't care. That's all. Ooh. Are you busy, Cassandra? You look a little busy.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Is he being entitled? What's going on here?
It never ends, evidently.
I'm sorry, Cassandra.
Is there an issue with the mages? Can I help?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I don't think she's blaming me. That literally is just what we did.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I?
Oh, no.
I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
No, I didn't think she was blaming me. Because I know what kind of person she is now. And of everybody here, I might value her opinion the most. Because I know she's got one. And it's not easily swayed. And so when she approves of what I do, then that makes me feel good.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Oh, Cassandra, don't be such a wet blanket. I'm not done with you. Can you tell me about your brother now?
Yes?
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Somehow I get the feeling no.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
I'll let you get back to work.
That mage just now, though, I want to speak with the mages. They need to start thinking on their own. No one's gonna get stuff for them or whatever. Whatever the chanter used to do for them.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Are we seriously ready? My mark hasn't even grown stronger at all? Oh? Oh, because of my decision?
You weren't happy with how I brought in the mages. Do you have a problem with me as well?
Of course not. I have no intention of endangering your alliance, but I must ensure the safety of those here. That concern extends to the mages. They are putting themselves at risk for the Inquisition, as are you. Any precautions taken are meant to aid you, nothing more. I hope you will accept them as such.
No, I love all my advisors. They're all very... Like, we all stand as a united front. I can feel that. We might have disagreements, but I would say that's our strength. If I wanted yes men and yes women, that's not gonna help us, you know? Difference in opinion is what's gonna really further the Inquisition.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
That's it. I guess that's it for now.
I should let you get back to work.
Okay, anybody I'm missing? Anybody I'm missing? I don't think so. I don't know if we've gone everyone yet. Feels like a pretty full party already. Alright, well, if not... Why don't... Well, we're apparently ready to close the breach. I'm not ready to close the breach. We gotta do some other stuff first, alright? But even before that, why don't we read the Codex a little bit? Try to keep up. Alistair. King Alistair Theron was crowned the ruler of Ferelden after the end of the Fifth Blight, and is considered a hero among his people for having fought against the Darkspawn as a Grey Warden. He is one of the few known to have ever left the Secretive Order, never mind one who went on to rule a nation afterwards. Some in Ferelden claim that the Theron line ended with the death of King Kaelin, and that the existence of an unknown bastard was a lie imposed on the people to overthrow Queen Honora. As such, Alistair's rule has been plagued with trouble, both within his own lands as well as the neighboring Orlais. The Blight greatly weakened Ferelden, and many believe that a renewal of the long-standing rivalry between the two nations is inevitable. He's gotta do a little bit more. It feels like the Inquisition's doing a whole bunch of stuff, but what about the country's leaders? That's it. Do I have to read about crafting materials, really? Not my priority. Let's do magic. The Lost Art of Veilfire. Though it is an elven magic. Oh! Elven magic. I submit that Veilfire is worthy of consideration, for they perfected it at the height of their civilization. Certainly, mages often use it as a source of light, for its flame burns without wood or oil. It can also activate dormant spells, which has its uses. Veilfire's true potential, however, is as a medium for writing. Veilfire runes convey more than the literal meaning of their text. Veilfire can transfer a tangible impression of sights, sounds, and even emotions on the reader. With diligent practice, any mage can learn this astonishing technique, but compared to the ancient elves' examples, current works are crude. I hope this book will guide those who, like myself, would rekindle an interest in this delicate art. Together, let us rediscover subtleties lost to the ages. Oh, cool. Magister. Ancient elven magic. You can convey sights, sounds, emotions. But it's really just graffiti. Vitar. After extensive study of the Kunari specimens you kindly provided, I've come to the conclusion that the painted markings on their face and body are not, in fact, solely for ceremonial purpose, but provide a practical benefit. Oh, I'm certain there's some cultural significance to the patterns and the colors they choose, but the Kunari do nothing without purpose, yes? They call these markings Vitar, which in their tongue means poison armor. It's called this because the markings are magical in nature and actually harden their skin to an iron-like quality, without hindering flexibility. And my analysis says the paint consists largely of poison. It's mixed with something else. Blood? Perhaps their own? Ew. And that neutralizes the poison. But only for one with Kunari physiology. Anyone else would perish almost instantly. Which reminds me, I'll kindly require another body slave. The process activates the magical qualities of the poison, which provides the protective effects, almost in the same manner that delirium runes do. How this works and whether it can be used for our purposes will require further study. Perhaps some live specimens this time? More magisters researching. Does Iron Bull have any markings? I don't remember seeing any. Okay. Places. The Fallow Mire. Yeah, let's go to the Fallow Mire soon. And I also want to go visit Tegan at Redcliffe. I spent the last week in the Fallow Mire. The bog stretches forever, and it's slow riding at night when the mists get thick. You can still travel along the old roads, and there's still enough good hunting to make the trip worthwhile. Fish, birds, even a few hearts. There's one thing to look out for, though. When anything dies in the water, the mire preserves it. I was stalking a magnificent buck when a corpse clawed out of the water at me. Not afraid to say I ran. No rack of antlers is worth fighting a demon. My cousin in Fisher's End thought it was funny. Says he has to look out for undead every time he goes outside the village. I don't know how he stands it. Damn. That sounds icky. The Forbidden Oasis. I met Bayard in Valfermin. From here, we will travel with the miners to the western approach. I already miss the sound of your voice, but the contract they offered will provide for us. And what is a year if I know you are waiting at the end of it? Bayard says the miners call the place the Forbidden Oasis. I feared perhaps the water was poisonous. You hear of such things, or that the area was home to one of the beasts in Joachim's books. Bayard simply laughed and told me not to worry so much. When I asked how the oasis earned its dramatic name, Bayard replied, "Don't ask about the door." Well, the door was okay. It wasn't too crazy. Saul Didot to Lynette. Oh, this will become useful if we're looking for specific materials. The Storm Coast. I cannot say whether the Storm Coast receives more inclement weather than any other stretch of northern Ferelden coastline. That hasn't stopped the region from boasting more than its fair share of tragic tales. If all are to be believed, rich merchant ships blanket the depths due to the follies of their proud captains. The infamous and likely fictional pirate, the Nell of Sal, gave up the sea to become a Grey Warden while standing on these shores, and countless young women pine for grooms lost to the waves. I witnessed nothing so fanciful on my brief sojourn to the coast. However, the area is sparsely populated, and as I watched the waking sea strike the shore, I could see why such tales are born. Storm Coast. You can find Summerstone there, although the weather there is not very summer-like at all. The Summer Bazaar. We rededicate this jewel of Val Royaux as the Summer Bazaar of the First Lion to reflect the spirit of renewal that is at the heart of the capital and of our people. Let the strength of the four always guard the grace of the Empire. Let the blossoms and promise of the changing seasons be a tribute to trade and public gathering. For here, in the name of the Lion Valmont, we will be an example to the world of how our legions respond to adversity. Our way cannot be threatened, for it embodies the truth of tradition and the promise of progress. The blight finds no purchase in the heart of commerce. A plaque dedicating to the summer bazaar for victories earned and to come. Placed many, many years ago. Ah, the four people in the middle. They're people who are important in our legion history. The strength of four. Valroyo, you were the last one. Any resident of Royan will say it is the greatest city in the world. Many take such pride for arrogance, but they do so through smiles as they nod in agreement, for such is the cost of doing business in the capital. Valroyo is in every way a world leader, in commerce, culture, and its own exaggerated beauty. The site was founded during Evrian's grand unification, the result of a mix of influences not so much balanced as driven together, and while such an amalgamation would be cause for chaos elsewhere, the prosperity of the region has enabled an upward spiral in indulgence. The capital has endured the ages to become a beacon of civilization, and its citizens the measure of modernity. Just ask them. An element of Valroyo is notoriously risque, and it exists harmoniously beside the aristocracy and the palace bureaucrats. Indeed, the aristocracy tends to indulge in the city's darker side quite frequently, if discreetly, and that only adds to the mystique. Nobility elsewhere tend to be much more conservative and concerned about their reputation, even if a trip into the capital to indulge a few private pleasures is not completely out of the question. In Valroyo, transgressions are suffered and forgiven with a flamboyant urgency. That is not to say the city is without lasting scandal or hardship, but one must squint past the gilding to be allowed even a glimpse, as Royans are very careful about the face they present. Such it is with the masks of nobility and the underbelly of their streets. I'm gonna have to guess that that little strip that we saw wasn't even all of Valroyo. I'm surprised we didn't see any brothels and stuff. We saw some in Kirkwall and all, right? But Valroyo felt very limited in scope. Speaking of Valroyo in the Summer Bazaar, I have... Oh my god, I almost have 10k! I can go buy that mystery box soon. Very soon. Hold up, I saw one more place. What am I missing? One more. Saharan. The goal is fear. The Kunari and Saharan's markets must fear that everyone who serves their food is a rebel looking for a chance to slip poison on a Kunari's plate. The rebels must fear that every farmer they pass in the fields is a Ben Hassaraf's spy, ready to bring soldiers running. And the commoners, the peasants, they must fear everyone. They see rebels light fires that kill Kunari and commoner alike. They see Ben Hassarath, arrest commoners, who all know are innocent. When these events do not occur naturally, it is our duty to catalyze the process. Only when the commoners of Saharan fear the rebels and hate the Kunari will the Imperium be seen as a preferable option. The actions we take here may seem cruel, but to succeed, we must agitate until all of Saharan hates both the rebels and the Kunari for their actions. Only when the people are broken can we save them. Only when they fear all others will they accept the aid of the Imperium. Any good soldier would kill 10 men to save 20. Ooh. We must bring terror to Saharan so that we might one day bring peace. A training manual given to Tevinter operatives joining the Sicarii, whose existence has been officially denied. Sicarii. Wait, any good soldier? Okay, if you say they would pick saving 20 people over saving 10 people, sure. But killing 10 people to save 20? That's a little bit different. Wasn't Saharan that one place where the Kunari went to and then they spread their gospel, the Kun stuff, and then they just converted? Was that Saharan? I remember there was definitely a place that was like that. Alright, okay, let me check
you've heard nothing of this Elder One before, in any of your investigations?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
No, it's taken all of us by surprise. We must... I don't know. He compromised the rebel mages, and is likely responsible for the disappearance of the Templars.
And we know nothing about him.
We will soon enough.
What would the Templars have to do with the Elder One? Oh, there's actually stuff! Schematics. Cool. Alright. We don't have to go back.
If you're free later, would you like to have a drink at the tavern?
Are you courting a knife here, Scout Pallane?
No, I don't know. I used to drink with the soldiers, but I can't talk with them anymore, not really.
You've seen enough pieces to have some idea of the size of the game we're playing.
Yes, and I'm sorry. You understand. This elder one, there's no one I can talk to.
I'll be in the tavern this evening. Perhaps you could buy me a drink. Make sure you take a bath first.
If you have a friend in the Inquisition, I don't know, like if you're in the Inquisition, do you have friends outside the Inquisition anymore? I'm not even sure if that's a thing. Because they would have opinions on your status in the Inquisition and all that, and it gets a bit lonely sometimes. Why does this exist? Oh, so we can jump behind, I guess? Okay.
Though you had granted them power over the very Fade itself.
The Fade.
Though they sang
good to
hymns
be
of
surrounded by
praise
mages again.
unending.
Really?
Though they could
The
do
debate,
anything.
the crackle of
They
magic, the smell of
destroyed
old
nothing.
books.
Created
The breach is a
nothing.
magical problem. The
Love
mages will help us solve it.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I was thinking too. Great way of putting it. It's a magical problem. You need a magical solution. Hey, where'd the two sisters go? Why is there a scout here now? Okay, Alexius.
Magic exists to serve man and
Alexius.
never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are
Can you guys keep the chanting and stuff to like a separate room? There's only so many times I can hear magic exists to serve over man before I go crazy. Well, it's not that one. Hopefully we're not torturing anybody here. Where the hell is Alexius? I thought he was supposed to be in one of the cells. Maybe not really? I'm not being blind, right? I don't see anybody in any of the cells. That's too bad, I suppose. Or maybe I have to go in to see somebody. I don't know. I can't go in. I can't go in. That's too bad. Did we give enough time for all the war stuff to finish?
only the word.
More healing drafts
Sing
for you,
only
revered
the
mother.
chant.
Thank you.
Then the golden city is
Let's see.
thine.
How we doing? The University of Orlais. To the leaders of the Inquisition. It was glorious, I tell you. Mother Hevara stood in my office and apologized. Actually, apologized for any inconvenience I or my colleagues have suffered. Considering the derision with which her ilk have treated us, hearing her assurance that further rhetoric against the university would be heavily sanctioned was a pleasure, regardless of whether or not it holds once a divine is elected. I offer the Inquisition my thanks, and I've sent along a few items our professors thought might be of interest. Okay, you're welcome. Warrior armor schematic. Or Legion army. Oh, I didn't do this one yet. Yeah, because I don't know what the hell this one's all about. What the hell is this? Oh, because I didn't want to, Oh, but we should do the Sebastian one first, because that one needs Josephine. Wait, this is a different one. Hold up. I didn't look at this one yet. An ally from Starkhaven. Josephine only. I will send emissaries. Though the free Marches cities have always been independent, earning the support of the most prosperous ones may be to our advantage. 3 hours. Okay.
Let us begin.
That's a long one. The rest of you guys are still... Oh! Liliana's okay. It's incredible how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the Sacred Ashes. The cult didn't build all of this. It was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long, empty, or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest, and one evidently contained strange runes we have yet to translate. Oh, the Life Ward amulet! If we can find someone capable of doing so, they might prove of use. Ours was used up already, I think. Improving stability? We have sent our soldiers to the most troubled areas. We've received numerous letters of gratitude from people in Ferelden and Orlais. We are proving that trust in the Inquisition will be rewarded. Cool. An offer from the Blades of Hessarian. Your warship. The Blades of Asarian keep supplies along the shore. Consider them at your disposal. Our former leader increased our caches significantly, although some consider his methods dishonorable. They work for you, let them keep their supplies. We know little of this group. Perhaps instead they have knowledge worth sharing. We could use the resources. Yeah, just give us knowledge instead. That's more important at a time like this.
Let's see what we have.
Investigate Theron Redoubt. I mean, more, especially because this one, if it's gonna give me some crappy armor schematic, I really don't care. That's also part of it. The Templars at the Theron Fall Redoubt have gone quiet since the Inquisition dealt with Redcliffe. I'd be happy to take the Chargers to investigate the area. Lieutenant Krem. You can send the Chargers with the Inquisition. The Chargers themselves are already kind of like a army unit. Calling for light touch? Light touch or... well, having a... between two soldier armies or having one soldier army plus a light touch, I would prefer the light touch. I'm always so biased against using Cullen. I don't feel like he's good anywhere. What about this one? Answer a request from Hasmal. Commander Cullen, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hasmal's circle sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hasmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Of course. Thank you. Thank you for trusting us. And I'm very glad to hear that some Templars are not following the Lord Seeker. Seems like this Hasmal circle has it pretty tight here. Their mages and Templars trust each other. Good to see. We have a few Templars of our own. Hasmal's Templars will be comfortable working with them. They can ensure safe passage for the mages. This was addressed to Cullen specifically.
All right.
Okay. Well. We are not gonna go do the thing yet. Let's go back to the Hinterlands quickly. Because I know there's a whole bunch of little quests we could have done there. We gotta take Doria now, right? Okay, if we're gonna do little quests, I'm gonna go like all mage party. Just because it's an area I'm a little bit more familiar with, so I want to go crazy. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Varric! I need to bring Varric! I'll change our parties later. Where did we end up? We ended up here. Varric? I want to bring a rogue so we can try opening some of the doors and stuff too. So I will... yeah, I will be back and I'll change it out. And actually, so while we're at the camp here, can I look at the potion stuff again? It looks like this is different for every person. Yeah, okay. Alright, so Cassandra can have regeneration. Oh, but we gotta arm them each time. In that case, that's a little bit difficult. Because that's gonna cost a lot of... yeah. But I can give lyrium potions to some of my people. But I gotta make them. And there's only so much elf root one girl has. Yeah, never mind. This is kind of annoying. Vivienne? We'll just keep it like maybe Solus. Here you go. That's a lot of elf root. Oh, you guys have points that need to be done. Everybody has things they want me to do. Fire? Chaotic focus, I'm not sure about it. Let's do it. Vivienne. Vivienne, is your ice magic done? Can we do some upgrades on the ice magic? Ice Storm. Your blizzard now chills enemies, progressively slowing them until they are frozen. Blizzard continues without your having to sustain it. Freeze people. If we freeze them... yeah, they can't do anything. Oh, but does Vivian have Dispel? No, she doesn't, but we have 3 Dispels right now. I think we'll be fine. Solus. I've barely given you anything offensive. Very polite young man, not offensive at all. Elegant defense. Cooldown decreased. Well, it makes sense. Because he's kind of our barrier person. Alright guys, one thing I want to do to begin with. I want to go back. Oh, we can fast travel there, can't we? Okay, alright. We have some quests from Redcliffe. Those are the ones that I want to focus on today. And these locked doors, I want to bring a rogue there. Can I change my party here? Or do I have to bring the party over there? Well, either way, I'm gonna go back to here first. This is the crossroads. Because I believe a long time ago,
I suppose you're right.
over here, there was a lady who had a Templar boyfriend, and I delivered his dying messages to her. She didn't want to join us, but maybe she's changed her mind now.
Ram cutlets, braised ram with all the trimmings.
Is that her? Wait, it's inside this. Oh, healer.
A pleasure to see you again.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Didn't I give you some already?
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Is this also endlessly generating? You were the lady who was from the other place, and you moved here, right? I only have run... Okay.
A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Yes, these are perfect.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Part of me wants to ask if she's low on herbs again, but I'm scared.
A pleasure to see you again.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes.
What?
I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. Thank you so much for your help.
Are you giving me a different list? Is this just a way for me to get power or what? I don't know because it's not updating. I can't tell. There's artifacts in here as well. That's something we should focus on. And then the red lyrium. Finding a circle tome. There is also a circle tome in the Hinterlands. Yeah, it's done. Oh, maybe now you're okay? No! Oh, she has different stuff every time. It's a different quest. The names of the quests are different. So where was that one lady who was praying around here? Was she like by the... Oh, she was here, right? Alandra.
May I help you?
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
Ah. Ooh. What's this symbol?
There are countless ways for you to help the Inquisition safely without having to fight. We need wards reinforced and glyphs studied. If you have skill with healing, you could save many lives.
True enough. If the Inquisition believes I can help, then I will do what I can. My skills are yours. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Great. Wow! Got a special cutscene for the lady! Thank you for helping us. I don't remember who else we found who didn't want to join us. Was she the only one?
I'm going to need a long bath to get the Ferelden stink off.
Do you want to go home, Vivian? You don't have to be here if you don't want to be. Memories of the Grey is next to the mark. You know what? Let's go over here because we want to put the Blood Lotus in the lake. We want to look for Lord Woolsley. Both of these things are around here. And we'll get this landmark and the Memory of the Grey while we're at it.
Shall we have a look around?
Yes. Caelan Had's Foothold. There's a fade here. Wait, where is the fade? I need to see the fade. The rift.
An impressive tower. I wonder what it held.
Where is the rift? I don't even know where the rift is yet. We have the demon coming out of the rift already, but I don't even know where... Is it around the corner? Whoa, Vivian's... Oh, here we go. Yeah, knowing this is probably important. We have Dorian, the fire mage, and Vivian, the ice mage. And then Solus, the barrier person. Getting pretty crazy here, huh? Anybody else? I don't know where else did you wanna make new stuff? I didn't see it. We good? Wait. It's making new stuff again. That's why I got the spells and all that, right? I can't tell where you want to do it, though. Oh. Well, you win some, you lose some. Whoa, the skills are starting to get really flashy looking. I'm an electric mage. Dorian fire, Vivian ice, Solus support. It's actually working out pretty damn well. Everybody has a specialization. Okay, we need to cast barriers, guys. Don't ignore that. All right. Lots of fiery stuff. Can we put out that fire? Because, you know, it's the outside here. We might be starting forest fires by not putting that out. Now we can take a look at this. Kaelin Had's foothold. Something here. The Grey Warden camp. Wait, how do we get in there? Maps of the deep roads.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Oh! Yes, he should be, because that improves his approval as well, right? Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's why if we see the lyrium, we want to bring Varric too. Well, I'm sorry, Blackwall, but we've got many of those artifacts where they came from. Hopefully we'll get more of them later. How the heck do we get inside? Claim. Oh, this is the landmark. Saga of Tirda Brightaxe, Avar Mother, second stanza. Film gold-handed, fingers greasy, jeweled rings with glitter shone. Token tribes in times of trouble, fed them fat to weaken bone. Warriors great in number, sun-kissed swords to fight as wars. Drake-scaled shirts, their bodies covered. Heart wine stained the salty shores. Told his tribes a tale of treasure. Over sea to north it gleamed. Whispered words to drive the droves to golden city where he dreamed. Counseled quick in dreams alone. Voices wiser man ignores. Pushed the tribes until they screamed. Heed the dreams and cross the waking. Huh. Lots of little carvings here as well, and human skulls. Fantastic. So how do we get to that area? Oh, the other thing about having a bunch of mages is we can't open... Oh, did we need a warrior for this? Come on, mouse, stop doing that. Yeah, because maybe a warrior could have done something about these rocks? Doesn't seem like it, though. But how could we have gone inside? Because there's a gigantic wall here. Oh! Just like this? Hold up. Wow. This doesn't seem intentional. I mean, I think it is, but the way it's set up doesn't make it look intentional. Is it another bottle? Sketch of Calenhad's foothold. Oh, this is another treasure map thing. Rock armor. Rock armor recipe. Alright, we're good. So, depending on what's around here, do I have to bring anybody special for doing the blood? Is that just Liliana keeping an eye on us?
So many people dispossessed. Another generation that learns to live in fear of magic.
You just randomly having a thought about that, Vivian? Alright. Apostate caches. The caches are all the way down there. Haven't been down below south in a while. Oh yeah, the one refugee who's like, please, I need to find my son so he can give potions to my wife. She's probably freaking dead already. We'll put it off for a little bit more. We will, let's find Lord Woolsley and put the blood lotus in the lake and all that. Okay, I will put a blood lotus somewhere here. The blood lotus grows right next to the lake itself. I forgot why we were doing this. Is this some kind of a legend? Was that Lord Woolsley? Oh! Oh wow, okay. Spirit of the Lake. Warlord Greatsword. Belt of Urgency. The wearer of this belt gains a small boost to attack when below 50% health. Cool, thank you. Thank you, Lady of the Lake. I assume it's a lady, I don't actually know. And then, Lord Woolsley. We don't know anything about Lord Woolsley. Will I know you when I see you? I did see a ram here just now. It's already gone off. Lord Woolsley? Lord Woolsley! I don't want to kill you accidentally. Yes, because Lord Woolsley... That one was orange. Hey, dead dude. Hey! Thanks. Lord Woolsley?
Lord Woolsley, I presume? A young man named Jimmy would very much like you to return home. Ah, good.
What, are you going home? By yourself? You don't need me? Is this the opposite of an escort quest? You just go back on your own? Ooh, what's that? Are you going back? You don't look like... You're not telling me I have to chase them all the way back to Redcliffe, are you? Because Redcliffe is like 5 miles away. You're joking me, right? Please tell me you're joking me. Oh, return to Woolsey's owner for a reward. No, we just leave him here. It's done. The quest is done. That's it. Not complaining then. Lord Woolsley can just chill out and do whatever.